all of the cows have a responder on them, which is a thing which has a motion sensor in it, and it also has a transponder in it. Well, it's a very robust design. They're very strong because cows aren't very easy on them. They knock them around. They hook their collars on trees sometimes and try to pull them off. They've got a very strong collar that just, it's fairly easy to fit. They've got a battery in them. They've got a 5-year life of the battery. After that 5 years, you have to buy a new responder. They're $140 each, so we need to get value out of them. The data from the motion sensor is sent back to the dairy herd, back to the computer, so that we know which cows are on heat or which cows are ill and not moving. If the cows are on heat, they tend to run around a lot more, and they actually eat a bit less because they spend all the time running around after the cows. And the computer will pick this up and show it as a spike on the graph, and we'll look up the graph of the cow and find that if she's had a heat period 21 days before, or 18 to 24 days beforehand, we'll know that that was her previous heat, and this is a pretty good chance this is actually a heat and not some other incident. And then we'll make the decision to mate that cow. We've got a drafting system in the dairy where the computer will actually draft those cows off because it knows that those cows are on heat, and then we just need to check up on the reasons why it drafted the cow out and make sure that she's definitely on heat. With the conductivity sensors we have in the dairy, that lets us know when a cow's got mastitis, their milk conductivity increases, it becomes more conductive. So it will show a spike in the graph, and when it has a spike in their graph, the alarms will come on in the dairy, and we need to go and test that cow, and we'll actually do a physical test on the cow to see if she's got mastitis, and if she has, then we'll treat her and deal with the problem. But it just makes our mastitis treatment a lot easier, and we're able to pick up cows very quickly and treat them before the mastitis gets hold of them, and actually cure a lot of the cows that previously we weren't curing because they'd had mastitis too long before we detected them. One of the things with the cow, the actual activity meters is if a cow's not eaten it and we know she's in the herd, we know that cow's sick, and we need to actually identify her when she comes in the herd and draft her out. The numbers attached to the cow, which is this number here, attached to this responder. I'll program this one to draft the gates. As the cows walk through the antenna, like this one here, the ID is red, and then the gates on here hopefully will work and then the gates will open and close, and we'll draft off the cow into wherever we want to go. This is the dairy parlour in the dairy. We have the computer monitors behind each cow. There's a whole heap of data comes on behind each cow so that we can find out what different things that we need to do with that cow. This particular cow is a cow with a high somatic cell count, which we divert her milk out of the system and feed it to the calves, and we have a separate line, being this line here, which we attach to the milk line from the cups, just like that, and seal the thing off. So we're not using the milk meters here. But to put this cow on, because the computer's recognised here that the cow that's not to be put online, if I lift the cups up here, it won't activate the cups. I can't actually put those out there and put them on the cow. So I have to go through a process of pushing these buttons here to activate the machine so I can put that on the cow, which will be out here. With the other sets of cups, I just have to lift them up and put them straight on. And same to take the cups off the cow because they won't come off automatically, so we have to do it manually. These here are our milk meters, which actually tell us how much milk the cow is giving each time. As the cows come in here, the transponder reads the cow number, and it knows where the cows are in the dairy, so from lots 1 to 20, and this is position number 20 here, or 19 or whatever. So it knows that cow number 10 is in position number 19, and she's got to have 2 kilos of grain. It will automatically drop 2 kilos of grain out of that particular feeder for that cow to have. And we do that so that, like, cows that are on 20 litres will only have 2 kilos, 20 litres of milk will only have 2 litres of grain, and a cow that's on 45 litres of milk, I think she's on 7 kilos of grain, so she'll get 7 kilos of grain dropped for her. But that's in a day, so she'll come in her first one, she'll only get 3.5 kilos, and then another 3.5 at the night time milking. Yeah. The equipment we have here has allowed us to milk more numbers without having to employ more staff, in that we're managing things better, and to manage those cows a lot better that we are milking.